Today's 902nd day to come here to listen to learn. I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about patience. Because patience is one of those things that every single person who really wants to make sure that nourish something important, really create something important, and wait for something to happen while doing things, of course they need to have patience. In the spring you plant the seed, and in the summer, of course, you need to harvest. If you didn't plant the seed, of course, you'll not have anything to harvest. But you need to have patience after you plant a seed. And of course, it depends what kind of seed do you plant. Some plants are growing very, very fast. In a week, you're able to see some kind of results. And some plants are waiting for months and months and months until they sprout something meaningful. But a lot of times, the seeds that takes a lot of time to sprout are growing the biggest, the strongest. So that means that we need to understand that patience will be required. The bigger results that you're looking for, it might be that you will have the most patience for. And I love saying that is that you need to be patiently impatient. That means that you're not supposed to be patient on really waiting until taking action. No. You're supposed to be impatient about your current station and really moving forward, but patiently looking when you're really taking action, being patient to get results. So you need to be aggressive with your action but patient with results. Aggressive with your action but patient with the result. That's very, very powerful. And today I will share how to measure your patience because we need to improve patience. So what is not measured doesn't get improved. What is not measured is not getting improved. So today we'll focus on the how we are able to measure. So now number one is response to waiting. To be able to reflect on really how do you respond? How you react when you really wait in line? Like, how do you respond to any kind of waiting? Because if you get frustrated or angry, or what kind of feelings and emotions it send when you are in line? What kind of emotions do you experience? Because it might be that those emotions that you're experiencing is not helping you to really execute the most on your time. Because a lot of times is when you're waiting, for example, you're in a traffic and you know that you're not able to move forward. Maybe you're able to put in some kind of audiobook, maybe seminar, conference that you're able to listen while in the traffic. So that means that even though that you're not able to control your surroundings and environment, but you're able to control what you will do with your time. It's very, very important because if you get frustrated and you start honking to everyone to move faster, you will not be able to do that. But what you're able to do is to maximize what you have in front of you. Number two is handling delays. That means that how you handle delays in other people and in yourself. So that means that if there is a delay, because sometimes people say, "Oh, it delayed anyway, so I will not do anyways." No, like if it's delayed, you still need to give your 100% to try to meet as soon as possible. Are you giving up when it's not on time? Because there's a massive shift. Is a lot of times people say, "Oh, I'm not able to hit on time anyway, so like I will show up and never will show up." No, we still need to give our best to show up as soon as possible, if it's a project or anything in between. So that means how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you give up after delays, that means that it's being able to reflect on it, to really start working towards really improving that and working very hard, no matter if there's a delay or not. Number three is listening skills. And this is part of in life. Like, are you willing to listen to other people? Do you have patience to listen to other people? Because sometimes people potentially could have amazing listening skills, but they just do not have patience. I could tell right away. I was that kind of person. I want to execute. I want to run. I want to do something. I just don't want to listen. And people just explain the story, go out and about, and sometimes people didn't like because I just wanted to cut it all the stories and really take action and move forward. But some people just want to speak, and really, if you are not able to listen, sometimes the project will not go as well as it could. So really have ability to listen, and because a lot of times in those stories, in those slow content and context stories, there's a lot of meaning, and if you're not able to listen, you will miss out on a lot of important information. Number four is dealing with frustration. So I guess like a lot of times it will be like inconvenient for different things, and you will get frustrated. And how do you deal with those? Because when you are patient, You know that you will not get too frustrated. You will have that, oh, that's annoying. But at the same time, you will not get disrupted, because a lot of times people get disrupted, and for 5 minutes or maybe like 2 hours of the day got disrupted for some kind of inconvenience because of frustration. And now because of those 2 hours are translating in a whole day. So that means that 2 hours of a day transform the whole day. So that means we need to understand that if you're able to manage your patience and you're able to understand that this just was 2 hours of your day, not 24 hours, and really being able to detach from it and be patient with it, of course, that'll maximize your results. Number 5 is managing stress. Managing stress is one of those really understanding how you're able to be calm, composed in a stressful situation, and be patient with yourself. Because a lot of times we're not patient with others, we're not patient with ourselves, and that's what we are stressful. For example, we are thinking about the future that is coming, and we have anxiety. But if you have patience, really wait until that future will come, not just trying to really think about it. Of course, we able to overcome that much better, because a lot of times stressful situations really reduces our capacity to really perform. It depends how we look into it. Some look into excitement, some look into stress. When people feel stressed, that reduces the energy. When people feel excited, that increases energy. Number 6 is tolerance for mistakes. So this is a part of the patient as well, because how you respond to your own mistakes and other mistakes, and mistakes by others. So that means that you consider that you were not able to do something, but now you're able to do something. And now because someone else is not able to do what you used to not be able to do as well, you get frustrated. And it shows that you're not able to be patient. Patient for your mistakes, patient for other people's mistakes. And we need you to learn how to be patient, because when you're able to be patient, you're able to be compassionate, you're able to help to improve yourself and help improve others. Very important. Number 7 is adaptability. So that means that when we have patience, we're able to really move to any environment and be able to adapt ourselves and really not jump too many steps ahead of us, because we will fail by doing that. But if we are patient and we really working step by step, we will improve much, much faster than someone who trying to bounce big leaps a lot of times. And we need to learn how to be patient with ourselves and how to adapt into different situations based on patience and be flexible with that. Number 8 is patience with learning. And it could be a lot of different things. Patience with learning. So that means that when you think about any kind of skill set, any kind of wisdom, any kind of knowledge that you want to build, it will require some patience. Because most people think that, okay, I will need 2 months to build a skill set. And most likely it will be 4 months. A little longer than they expected. And in 2 months, sometimes people need your patience. Oh, it will take four months. And say that, oh, I will not start whatsoever because it will take 4 months. Sometimes it takes years. And we need to have that patience to be able to say, I will be able to be patient enough to really succeed and make things happen. Number 9 is empathy and understanding. We really need to have a massive patience with other people and ourselves, because we need to understand that every single person coming from different kind of story, and they do the best they can with the knowledge and wisdom that they have. And when you're able to really have that perspective and knowledge and wisdom and see that they just performing at their best, and we're supposed to be appreciative that they're trying to do their best in whatever they have. And we need to be supportive rather than judgmental, because it shows us that we are not patient when we are becoming judgmental. It's very easy to be judgmental. It's very easy to be judgmental. I think that we need to learn how to be patient, and that is more difficult to do. Number 10 is dealing with difficult people. There is a lot of people difficult, and I don't think that it is a lot of difficult people, but I think that people are struggling how to live a life, and I think that a lot of people are hurt, and they learn behaviors that are difficult. And because I probably don't believe in difficult people, I believe in difficult behaviors of the people. Difficult behaviors of people. So how patient are you with difficult behaviors of people? Because they have, some people really love to speak to themselves, too much speak about themselves, maybe interrupt, maybe swear. Like there's a lot of things that could trigger you, and why those trigger you. And I learn how to say, I'm patient enough to deal with this kind of behavior, because at the end of the day, I love this saying that fish in the ocean could be all the time in a salty water, but never get salt inside of the fish. And we able to be those people who are able to really go through this stuff, go through difficult people who really have those difficult behaviors, and never get sucked in that behavior because we're able to detach from it and it'll have the patience for it. Number 11 is resilience. Part of resilience is really having that patience to persevere, move forward, and really looking for how to bounce back from difficult situations and disappointments. And I think that when you have patience, resilience becomes much more easy, because resilience is one of the key aspects of life, because it will be always setbacks, always disappointments, and when you have that patience and resilience, of course, you're able to achieve multiple things in life. Number 12 is avoiding impulsive reactions. So when you do not have patience, a lot of times we like have that reactions very fast, like anger, disappointment, frustration, shouting. Everything is like very fast. And when we really start reflecting, oh yeah, I didn't need to act this way. And when we have patience, we're able to really slow us down and say like, okay, what do you really want to do here? Do you want to really react or respond? Because there's a massive difference between responding and reacting. And a lot of times it's like when we're able to really put our front mind and say like, what is the best thing to do? What is the best actions at that moment? We realize that we're able to respond. We're able to be patient. We're able to really work towards really becoming the best version of ourselves. Number 13 is long-term perspective. This is a very good way to measure your patience, because a lot of times when we really look into very like narrow-minded short-term goals, if we are not able to achieve those goals and we miss some kind of short-term goal, we could be very frustrated. But when we have that long-term perspective, even a missing short-term goal will not disturb you, because you have that patience, that perspective of that long-term goal. So long-term goal is always giving you much more patience, because you know what you're striving for. Because it's just a smaller battle. Short-term goal is a small battle because you're still after the big goal, big war that you are working towards. Number 14 is patience in relationships. That is a massive, again. That means that like there's two different individuals. There will be a lot of similarities, but there will never be exactly the same people. And because of that, we need to understand that we'll need to have patience. We'll need to really guide each other, to learn from each other, really improve each other, to make sure that this relationship could work. And it's any kind of relationship. It's a business relationship, it's intimate relationship, it's friendships, friends and relations. Any kind of relationship will require truly patience on other person, because you will make mistakes, they will make mistakes, and we'll need to adjust each other and really have that patience that, okay, you're human, you're not perfect, I'm not perfect. Let's figure out how to work through those disagreements and conflicts. And the last one is number 15 is self-reflection. Really need to reflect on our thoughts, feelings, aspirations, really behaviors regarding the patience. Identify those things that maybe trigger us. Maybe you are very patient in one area of life, but you are not patient in another area. So why is that? So maybe you're able to focus on the strengths and cover your weaknesses, because if you maybe your patience is you're very patient on your strengths, but you're very impatient on your weaknesses. So maybe you're able to really cover those weaknesses with other person who he has strength in your weakness. So it's very important to understand how your patients show up and where you're patient and where you're not patient. Because a lot of times when you're really trying to figure out what is your strengths and weaknesses, a lot of times you are patient in your strengths and not patient in your weaknesses. And it could be really a sign what you potentially could do and what you're supposed to focus on. So I hope that you reflect as well, how patient are you? Because what is measured could be improved. So when you start measuring, start improving, and patience is one of the things that you will need patience to improve your patience. But when you improve your patience, there are so many great doors will open up in the future. So I hope you just win, and see you tomorrow.